You know, actually, what cutting out the essential planning process from highly controversial, highly impactful projects such as mining, cutting out public review and the independent of the planning commission taking a look. You know, they all have 4-year terms. We can't throw the planning commissioners out. So that's a really important step in the process. If you cut that out, and that's what's done, what you do is you precipitate longer process. You precipitate lawsuits. You cause all this distrust. And that's exactly what's happened in the Liberty Quarry case. There's one lawsuit after another filed against that now. All right? So there are ways to shorten the process without skipping the planning commission. You can have a fast-track planning commission process. You can compress things quite a bit. So I think there was a lot of rhetoric that actually just resulted in the opposite with the Liberty Quarry. It's going to drag things out for years and years because of the way this case has been handled. The changes in votes, and now changing the whole process around for just one project. And I have other mines in my district, none of them, they're all applying to expand too, or dig out between the mines, and they're not asking for fast track. I have not heard of a business venture since I've been in office that was retarded in any significant way by planning commission review. All right?
Mr. Jeffries.
The issue of fast track in Riverside County is meant, the board has adopted a policy that basically helps the really big corporations that have enough money to pretty much hire all the consultants they need to get their projects through. What Riverside County doesn't help is the small business owner. Riverside County has no fast track provision to help any small business owner get through the maze of regulations. I'm aware of, as I've been out there campaigning, numbers of small businesses, and I'll give an example of a hair salon that probably occupies maybe 600, 700 square feet in a standalone building. All they want to do, all she wants to do, is add on a small portion to her existing building. She has been assigned now, she's on her 3rd different staffer, and with each staffer comes a new set of conditions. Not only does she get a new set of conditions, she's been conditioned to pave and widen the road in front of her, widen the road on the side of her, and install curb and gutter and sidewalks. They had her in tears at the county building, in tears. So while the County Board of Supervisors is fast-tracking the big boys, my idea is to get in there and protect the little guy that's trying to get through the maze of regulations, that gets tied up and has no idea how to finish the process. There's no reporting to the Board of Supervisors on when you go in and pull your permit and how many conditions are assigned to you and how many fees you have to pay. You realize you don't pay just a single fee? You have to pay into a fund that they draw down on without telling you how much it's going to cost. And when your fund runs out, your deposit, they stop processing your project, your building, until you put more money in. Who gets to have that kind of fee-based program, or you just keep depositing until we tell you we're done? I think we've got a broken system that needs to be fixed for the small guys.
Well, that's an interesting summary of one case, and I'd like to know more about that case. But we have the meetings every week. Offices are open. Anybody can call us if they have a problem. I've not heard such problems, but bear in mind that the county is also the regulatory agency. So that, for example, we have a small business, it's called County Water of Riverside. And the Department of Environmental Health, one of their jobs, and they act as a kind of a surrogate for the state, and it's the state health department, is to check these water systems, checks wells, and make sure they're healthy water. Well, this was a private business. They were making money out of selling the water to about 140 homeowners. And the water they were selling was polluted.